Alright, all of you boys and gals, what's up? As you could probably already have told, this is the first episode of the Kinect series. I don't know why it's lagging so much on this preview. I hope it's not actually going to be doing that on the thing. But as you are seeing right now, this guy is just a professional AI player for Kinect Sports Tennis, and it's Kinect Sports 1, not 2. Also, so I just wanted to go ahead and start off by saying that, first of all, I am obstructed to where I can exactly move and whatnot, so you're going to see me, like, whenever he hits to the really far left-hand side on my screen, I'm not going to be able to really come back and get that because I'm kind of like in a small room, so, and he ends up getting me a lot by there, and there's a lot of, like, high flyers that, you know, I can go ahead and try to hit, but the thing is, it's so far off to the right that I can't hit it, and he ends up gaining points by doing that. So, and that's actually how he wins. But and this is probably one of the longest games I've ever had against a computer. You're gonna see how badly I lose, and then how far I come back, and how I almost won, but I just missed a smash. That's the only reason I lost. It's because I missed a smash on my left-hand side. It was too far to the left for me to get. And some of the bullshit that the game does. But anyways, for this series, this is a series for everyone who's a gamer and who has weight issues. So the object of this series is to get you up and off the game system and actually doing something. If you have Kinect and you want to play with me and you want to be in this series and do a dual com with me, you're more than welcome to do so. Now, to do that, all you gotta do is send me a quick message, and, you know, if you have Kinect 2 and you want to play Kinect Sports, or even if you want to play a different game that I don't have, I can go out and buy it right quick. They're not really that expensive for Kinect, so, I mean, it's not really that big of a deal. So, let's go ahead and get started with some of the health tips. So for this video, while you're watching this awesome and epic, like, sweet, fast, like, action thing, dude, I even love watching that myself. I'm so good at this game, kind of, but I wish I had a bigger room to play it in. I would be so awesome at this game. Like, I would almost be unbeatable. I swear. Like, it's so hard to beat me unless, but I'm just in such a small room that it's hard. Like, watch that. See, that should have been my point. That was mine. I hit that. That was clearly right there. And somehow my guy missed it. I don't know how. I think he was smoking too much weed as well. But anyways. So my health tip is actually, I'm going to educate all of you about getting healthy and losing that body fat. You know, that big ass stomach that you probably want to lose. I know a couple of my subscribers are probably, you know, like, man, I want to lose some of this fat. Well, actually, I got a lot of tips for you, and there's something that you might want to hear. Like, for example, did you know that you don't have to work out really intensely to lose body fat? And that actually you're not even burning body fat whenever you work out intensely like an athlete? You're actually burning something called carbohydrates, which is not body fat, but it's similar to it. It has more stored energy, and once you get your heart rate above about 120, your body goes to those carbohydrates to find its fuel. Therefore, it's actually, if you want to burn fat, it's actually more beneficial to walk around the field or just to walk. As long as you're standing up, your heart rate's around 100 if you're unfit, you know. And just by walking, your body is utilizing the fat cells specifically around your stomach and around your upper body. And, well, that's at least the usual genetic disposition, but that's usually what your body takes, and that's how your body gains its own fuel. So I mean, playing Kinect, that kind of mimics walking. It's even a little bit more strenuous than walking. I think I should have hit that ball right there. So, if you want to lose some weight, playing Kinect is actually a really great thing. Now, I mean, I'm not saying that you got to play Kinect 24/7 to lose weight. Like 30 minutes a day for 3 days a week. You know, that would actually help you lose a lot of body fat. You'll start getting slimmer. And there's actually been studies out there that even tells you, they're like, as long as you're standing up and doing something, it doesn't mean, even if you're just standing up writing on a chalkboard or something like that, you are actually utilizing the body fat by just standing up. So the more that you stand up and do something, the more body fat that your body utilizes, and therefore the more fat that you lose, the skinnier that you start appearing. And over a couple of months, if you have a job where you're always standing up, you're going to lose weight. You don't really ever see fat cashiers. Think about that. Do you ever see fat, like really enormous cashiers always standing at a desk at Walmart? Hardly ever. And even if they are, they usually have handicapped chairs with them. So, I mean, the fact is though is that by just standing up, just a simple act of standing up, like even if you sit up and play video games, you will lose weight, and you will lose it fast. And the real reason isn't that actually that you're losing the body fat in that situation. And when you're just standing up and not doing much activity to actually burn the fat or use the fat cells, what your body is actually doing is it's liquefying that fat. So like, you know how like candy and all that other stuff has this little yellow stuff and they call it fat, right? Well, that yellow stuff in your body becomes liquidy whenever by the simple act of standing up. So, and therefore it starts giving you a composition of someone who's skinny, and then it's really easy to lose its body fat whenever it looks like that. So, I mean, it just makes it easier. And look at that epicness right there. Look at that. I smacked him. Oh, man. And by the way, I was at a 5'10", so I was losing by 5 points. I ended up coming back. And this is funny. I don't know how I survived this, but I somehow did. And then I ended up, yeah. But anyways, I ended up coming back from 5 points, which was pretty amazing. So, anyways, point taken is that by just a simple act of standing up, you are burning and reorganizing the fat cells inside of your stomach and inside of other places too, liquefying them, and therefore making it easier for it to be excreted out through your skin by a sweat. And you're also making it more easy. I mean, you're making it easier for your body to start sweating or start utilizing the energy because it's in liquid form. It's, it doesn't got to start breaking it down. However, the energy that it holds becomes lesser, so you're gonna feel like you're getting a lot hungrier, like by the act of standing up. But really, all you're doing is you're depleting that fat cell. So, yeah, and it's kind of funny because technically, by terms, you could feel like you're hungry, go take a little jog, and while you're doing that jog, you're going to quit feeling hungry. It's kind of awkward to think about that, but it's kind of true because whenever you're taking a jog, your heart rate is usually way over 120. Therefore, you're utilizing a lot of that carbohydrates, which your body doesn't utilize until after it gets past a certain heart rate for most people. And once it does start utilizing this, you're not going to feel hungry anymore because your body feels like it has an adequate, reserve of food. And it's kind of funny to think about it, but I mean, yeah, technically you can become not hungry by exercising in certain ways. Also, weightlifting is another good thing. Now, although most people think that weightlifting is only for, people who want to get bigger muscles, that's not necessarily true. My God. He's such a douchebag. Look where he shot that thing. Right over to my right side where I could not hit it whatsoever. That's not even cool. But anyways, even by lifting weights, I mean, usually you're standing up and you're just moving your arms. And if you do a hard enough exercise, you'll start sweating. Like if you do repetitions at like the pyramid style, where you go from one way all the way down until you can't do anymore, you'll start sweating after you're done with all of your exercises. So, I mean, hey, that's a good indication that you're probably losing that liquefied belly fat. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that people don't understand about becoming healthy and everything like that. And that's about my good 2 cents about it. So, if you want, you can go back and look at this. But for right now, I kind of want to talk about the gameplay. Now, if you notice, we keep on going into deuce, and then I keep on gaining lead, and he keeps on gaining the lead. And I kind of want to direct the commentary now onto that, because this is really interesting. I mean, if you've ever played Kinect, if you've ever played tennis, you know how hard it is sometimes to really get into the game with these guys because of how much lag there is and like how, you know, stuff like that, you know, like I'm sitting there moving it, I'm moving my hand, but the thing isn't moving with me, and my computer just turned off. There we go. So what you want to do is, I mean, what you need to do is like kind of get everything out of there, and you know, like that, and probably make it so that you can get to the left side. I probably would have beat this guy if I had enough room in my room, but obviously I don't. Anyways, so if you notice back in the earlier parts of the video, it got pretty intense, where the ball was going super fast from side to side, and that really starts making it so that you're starting to get that awesome workout. You're starting to get that workout where you start feeling that little bit of sweat trickling down your forehead. You start feeling your hair get wet, you know, and you're like, oh my god, this is just table tennis. Come on, it's not like I'm playing track and field, right? Well, I mean, yeah. That's it. And you're actually losing more weight by doing something so simple as this. Now, you can even lose more weight by going into the, those options, those little mini games, and like playing tennis or playing some of the track games, even throwing the javelin, stuff like that. You know, it helps out. Now, we are coming up to the end of the video. We only have about 2 more minutes left. So I kind of want to go ahead and highlight some things about this series. Now, the series does not only consist of Kinect sports. The series consists of anything I have on Kinect. So if there's any preference that y'all would like to see from me, personally from me, then I need you all to go ahead and help me out and tell me. And what I want you to do is to just leave a comment below telling me which game or which Kinect console game would you like for me to play and do a let's play on. Now, I actually played several games today. I was planning on doing like a 30-minute commentary, but I do not have 30 minutes of material to talk about, so I took one of my best Kinect games, which just happens to be this one. And I did have a bowling score of like 168, but I mean, come on, anyone can do that. And alright, so I need for all of you who would like to see this series flourish and continue to please leave a comment telling me exactly what you would like to see in later and future Kinect, you know, our exercising videos, because I'm making these videos to help you become a little bit more fitter, to help you, you know, lose some of those pounds and stuff like that. Anyways, I ended up losing right here because of the fact that my guy did not spike the ball, and for some odd reason, even though that was right next to me, it hit that out. So anyways, that has been the end of the Kinect series. Please, pretty please, leave your comment based on what game you would like to see down below right now, and peace out. I will see you later.